We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Brings up 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Allen. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 8 coming up. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Complete. It's Henry. Sheds off the tackle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First carry for James Conner, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun now for Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Come on up. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Now Murray again. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And the Cowboy first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he gets this to Davante Adams. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams, 63 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Murray now on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take it.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 66 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gets this to Ertz. Breaks the tackle, now Alley. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, think of it like you would a typical box boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Muscles him off. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aaron McDonald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down 14-7. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They begin with Henry, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Into the hands of Cooper. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing is Allen. And it's complete to Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out now come the Cardinals. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First throw of overtime for Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.